Neville the Quiet Engine is a capable mixed goods engine. He can handle both trucks and coaches with ease. But Neville looks odd. Many engines on the island of Sodor make fun of his shape, particularly the diesels. One day, Ben was resting in a siding near a station on the main line. He was carrying empty fuel tankers to be refueled for the diesels on Edward's branch line and had been shunted to allow an express goods train to pass.
Just a little while longer and I can stop for a drink and rest at the next station.
Ben heard a whistle and saw an incredible sight. Coming round the bend was a very odd-shaped tender engine that he had never seen before, pulling an incredibly long goods train. Ben whistled in amazement as this engine rattled past and into the distance. He had never seen such an incredible sight. That night, Bill and Ben were resting in the shed.
He was huge, Bill. The largest ever seen. You should have seen it. So you said before, Ben.
Derek rolled in, ready for the final passenger train back to the big station.
Were you engines talking about Neville just now?
Yeah, what do you ask?
Well, he's a very quiet engine and often keeps to himself.
I just want to be his friend, Derek.
I know, but take your time with engines like Neville. If you're too enthusiastic, you'll likely scare him away.
Okay, Derek, I'll try.
The next day, Ben saw the engine again, resting in the yard.
Hello.
Neville looked up.
Oh, hello there.
He said shyly.
I saw you yesterday with that long train. I never seen an engine pull that many wagons at once without help.
Oh, I do, occasionally.
But then again, you wouldn't expect that much traction power in Sodor these days.
Yes, but I
should be going. Wouldn't want to hold you up.
Some engines are really odd.
Later that day, Bill and Ben were waiting in the Wellsworth yard when he spotted Neville roaring past again with another long freight train.
I would love to see how he does it. Oh, Ben, get over it,
Bill said, and Bill puffed away with some empty wagons to take to the docks. Later, the yard manager came up. Neville is stuck on the hill. He's popped a piston. Can you go and help him, please? Ben was unsure.
I'll give it my best shot,
he said worryingly. That's all we can ask for, Ben. And Ben puffed away to the rescue. Neville was waiting at the crest of Gordon's Hill. He had his brakes on to make sure he didn't slip down the hill again. Ben puffed up behind.
Hello, I've come to help.
He peeped. Neville looked back and saw the engine. He was shocked that they had sent a small engine, especially with his consist size. He smiled and yelled back.
We'll have to back up and run at the hill together.
They both backed up to when the ground was more level. Ben gently buffered up to Neville's train. Neville's driver gave him a once-over. It's better than we thought, Nev. You still have one cylinder left to help out.
That's a mercy. At least that poor engine won't be struggling alone.
Ben whistled to let Neville know that he was ready.
Here we go.
Neville and Ben roared into action. Clouds of steam towered as they snorted up the hill. Ben grimaced under the weight.
We can do it! We can do it! We will do it! We will do it!
And before they realized it, they were cresting the hill again. Neville whistled and braked as they started their descent. With both engines gently braking, they both managed the descent with ease.
Thanks very much, Ben.
How did you know my name?
It's written on your side.
Oh, right. By the way, what's your name? Don't think I asked.
My name is Neville.
Oh, hello. Neville. I'm sorry I was so over-enthusiastic recently.
Oh, it's okay, Ben. I'm glad you came along when you did.
Did you?
Derek arrived to take Neville to the works.
Of course. Thank you for coming to my rescue.
And with that, Ben whistled goodbye. That night, Ben was resting in the shed when the Fat Controller arrived.
Some farm work today, Ben. You came through in a difficult time and showed yourself to be a credit to the railway. You've earned a new coat of paint and an extra long washdown.
Thank you, sir.
You see what happens when you're nice, Bill?
Bill said in protest, but Ben in the meantime had fallen right to sleep.
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, for the next story will be arriving soon.